Hi everybody. Hi Mom. I was asked to do a demonstration on stenciling. And since I'm working on a book right now and I need to stencil this page, I thought it was good timing. So let's talk first a little bit about stencils. Now, there are a ton of companies out there, Crafter's Companion, Fiskars, oh my goodness, I have so many, Folk Art, Prima. I mean, there's tons. Even these cheap ones. Now I got these. They're Delta, and you can get these at Joann's. I was just down there a couple of days ago, and these are like $2.50 for a stencil like that. So you can get inexpensive ones. You can also make your own. You can punch out images with, chipboard, a lightweight chipboard, and, create your own images. You can do masking, like something like this. I'm not going to ruin this because I'm actually going to put this on something. But if you cut out an image and put it down and lightly go around it, then you have like a silhouette. So there's all different kinds of ways of getting a stencil without having to go and buy. They range in price up here in Canada. I think the cheapest one that I've bought up here is probably about around $5. And actually, I was, like I said, I was down at Joann's, and the price of the stencils there, it was cheaper for me to buy them at home because of our dollar. Terrible right now. But, I ended up doing it anyway because they had a good variety. So I picked up a number of different stencils. Now, you can look at stuff like this. Now I have this one masked off a little bit, but you see how flimsy this one is? It's very, very sheer. Now something like this I wouldn't do with spray because it's not much to it. You're going to get bleed underneath and it's not going to look like anything. But for a pouncing method, I also wouldn't use modeling paste on it. I have, and it doesn't really, it doesn't work too well. This is just there's too many little pieces to it, right? But it works great if you pounce over it, and it's beautiful. I'll show you what I just did. So that one I just did with that stencil. So you get a nice little shadow kind of effect. And I really like that look. So it works for that. Okay. Stencils like this, again, stuff like this, there's a lot of little catchy type dealies in here. This one's not as bad as some of them that I have. This one's a little better. The holes are bigger. This one I would definitely use with my molding paste or modeling paste. And I'm saying it both ways because some say modeling and some say molding. So there you go. Oh yeah, so here's some of the mediums you can use. Now, a soft gloss medium or a heavyweight gloss medium, this will dry clear, completely clear. So you get that sort of resist look, which is beautiful. So if you just kind of want a hint of something in the background, but you don't necessarily want to add color, this is wonderful. But if you have this and you want color, you can still add it. You can add acrylic paint to this and then, get your color that way. Same with the modeling paste. This is much thicker. This dries white. But this one here is meant for flexibility. So if you're working on paper, because paper moves, you want something that's a flexible. Okay? Okay, so those are the mediums. Also, of course, there's inks. You can use sprays depending, like something like this, I would use a spray through this, no problem. I'm not going to. I'm doing inks. But I love doing the inks because you get almost a watercolor effect. And it's very soft. And if you want it brighter, you just keep going, just keep adding. Okay, so for, the few people who asked, now I have to make sure this is up the right way. Okay, so this is right side to you, so I'm going to go right side to me. Now, the other thing I use a lot is the ugly washi tape. I use up my washi tape I don't like for masking. If I have a spot that I don't want it, like say I want to move this over, but I don't want it to interfere with that side of the page, then I would put a piece of washi tape underneath there so that I can be free and easy and not worry about it. And that's what I'm going to do on this one, because I do want it partway over the page, but I don't want it to be on that page. So I've said before, yeah, see, this is why you don't put it down like that with the washi, the sticky part, because it could tear your paper. So all I'm going to do is be pretty random, and I do have a fold, so I'm going to try and line the washi up with the fold there. Now you can use all different kinds of things. You can use Viva Gold and use stencil brushes. You can use paint daubers, you can use inks. I mean, there's like no limits, really. If you want, you can even put the medium down for, it's like I can't remember the name of it, but it's meant to use with like a perfect pearls. So you can go ahead and, you know, stamp through your stencil, take your stencil off, and then use your perfect pearls. And it's beautiful effect. Like I said, there's a million different ways to stencil. But I'm going to go with the Pounce because I really love the look. I'm using a couple of different colors that I've been consistent in this book with. And I'm random. I don't plan it out. I just go for it. And, you know, I try and hold it down. Some people tape it. I don't bother with that either. But I've been doing it a while. So, yeah, and sometimes I mess up. But I think, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's very organic for me. Okay, that one was Scattered Straw. This one is the Vintage Photo. As you can tell by the lady, I'm kind of going vintage again. Gee, big surprise there. I love the vintage look. The book I'm working on is using the, what is it called? It'll come to me, hang on. This one here is Crack Pistachio. And again, makeup brush. You can use all kinds of things. You don't have to go out and buy, you know, the fancy stuff because it says it's for stenciling. Yeah, just be creative. What is the name of that paper line, you guys? Come on. It is, oh, Kirby Teasdale. I finally busted it out. I've been hoarding it forever. So you can see I'm just dabbing. Now you can swirl and you get more of an opaque look when you do that. This one will show tiny, tiny little dots, which is what I want. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and add peacock feathers. And I'm just going to use the same sponge but the other end of it. So the more colors you add, you know, the nicer look, personally, I think. Unless you're going monochromatic, which is great too. Like that look. And then I just sort of pull it up. Yeah, I think I want some more Vintage Photo in there. I love stenciling. I almost like it better than stamping. It takes longer, but I don't know, I like the look better. And then I'll get bored with that and switch back to stamping. Okay, so there's my stenciled page. You know, it's pretty. It dresses up the page, but it's not too dark. You can still write over it. You know, black ink, I mean, it definitely will show. And this one here, I wanted to do on this side, and it's just a script. And I think instead of doing it like full page, I'm going to go sort of like this. Get a light background with it. Some of them you have to press harder. If there's smaller openings, then you know you need to kind of give it a good, otherwise you're going to get a real faded, if that's what you want, then you're going to get a real faded look like this. And that's what I want. I don't know if you can see it. I'll hold it up. Very, very faded. And then I'll just put it over here randomly. And you don't even have to go in a line, you know, if you just got it sort of here and there and everywhere. It looks really good. So a little bit there. I think I'm going to stop there. I think that's enough. So I'm going to hold that up for you to see. So that's the stenciling. It's super easy to do and creates such a beautiful look. And like I said before, if you have like chipboard pieces, you know, shapes or whatever, I've done that where I've just kind of, what you do is you take, let's see, piece of paper. Let's do this on the back of this. If you go towards the image, keep that on its side. When it's chipboard, it's easier to do, and you sort of get like a shadow effect. And then you can overlap them, you know, and you get sort of cool shadow effects. Then what I do is, because this will be like super inked with all the different colors, I'll spray it with water, and in those blank spots I'll just kind of smash it down, and then I get sort of a watercolor effect with it. So that's how I stencil, and I'm hoping to finish the book, to get it recorded and uploaded. I leave for holidays Thursday morning, and so I won't be posting for a couple of weeks. Yeah, so I know I didn't even think about, well, I did, but this book for some reason is taking me forever. They seem to get longer for me, not shorter. Mind you, this one has 2 signatures, so I'm working on the second signature now. I do work again tomorrow, so I hope I can get it done and post it for you. But if not, then this will be it for a couple of weeks. So you guys take care, and we'll talk soon. Bye.